Hi guys, it's Jessica from La Bruja Jessica, and today I wanted to talk about another experience that I had with the Lemurian beings. So, if you haven't seen, recently I have been connecting with Lemurians and Pleiadians. This has been a whole new path and a whole new journey for me. Now, I don't feel wrong in any way, shape, or form. I actually feel completely like this is what I've been missing, okay? There's so many other videos that are going to be coming about my experiences with the Lemurian beings and also the Pleiadians, because I feel that this is truly something that we have been kept from. Maybe there's a connection here that we weren't, supposed to have, because we have been indoctrinated to believe just one thing and one thing only, right? So I just wanted to come on here again to give connection and to give hopefully some insight to others, or also maybe we can also share in our experiences when it comes to this. So I was meditating and they sent me a pitch, okay? Like it was like a tone. And so when I began to hear this tone in my head, I was like, I'm gonna pause here. And I thought about it and I said, you know what, I'm gonna meditate and repeat this tone to the best of my ability. And when I was doing that, all of a sudden an image began to form in my head, okay? Now I do have a little cheat sheet because I'm still, I'm still on this path and I'm still learning, and it's so much to take in. And as a mom, a working person, right? It's, you get busy, okay? So this is why I have my cheat sheet, and I'm also taking this step by step. I'm not rushing this process, but I want to make sure that I, do it to the best of my ability, okay? So the image that I saw in my head, okay, because I had to look it up. It's the Celtic triquetra, okay, or the Trinity knot, easier to pronounce, or sometimes people know it as the Holy Trinity, right? The Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. But there are also other meanings to that, right? Or I believe the Celtic knot, their meaning is earth, sky, and water, and it can also mean life, death, and rebirth, right? So I thought, what a beautiful message that they are sending me about, our interconnectedness with the world, and that life is everlasting, right? And that was something that I have always learned, with Jesus and, any religion in terms of Catholicism or Christianity, right? Because those are the main two that I know of. So I went ahead and I purchased a necklace with the Trinity knot. I feel that's easier to say. And I had my name engraved in the back. So when I was looking it up, it does have meaning in terms of love, protection, and good fortune. So I thought that was really good to have as well, right? You want to have love, you want to have good fortune, and you want to have protection in your life. But as I kept meditating with this, after the image was formed in my mind, all of a sudden, this purple light began to penetrate through the images of my mind. Sorry, I got my kids and everything. I told you, mom life. So they showed me that they knew how to heal people, like not how we heal people, okay? If you're sick, of course, you go to the doctor or you go to the hospital, urgent care, whatever, right? No, their process of healing people was different. So the other thing that, that is really important besides the Trinity knot is the triangle. I still have to investigate that further because they showed me a triangle. And so when people were sick, there would be somebody laying in the middle, right? And they would form a triangle, 3 points, okay? And so at each point, there was a healer. Now, it wasn't just any person that, from what it looked like to me, it looked like, I don't know, shaman, like people who really studied. So when they were sick, or if you were ill, you would go to these people and they would use their energy, like they were emitting this energy and emitting it towards, the sick person, and they would heal them of whatever it is that they had, anything that they had. Okay, they made me feel like they could cure cancer. They made me feel like they could cure so many of the diseases that we deal with today. Okay, and so it was just such a profound and beautiful thing to witness. I was just like, again, my connection to the Lemurians and the Pleiadians has been such a wonderful and beautiful experience, just to see that, that people could heal one another, that we could uplift one another, that if we really took the time to channel that frequency, if we were to tap in and lock in on that, okay, like lock in, we could actually do this. But I feel that in this realm, okay, or however we have been conditioned, that we have been kept from this knowledge, this healing, this side of our spirituality. So I'm going to keep on this journey. Again, I'm not perfect by any means. I'm learning so much. This is so foreign to me. This is so new to me. Again, it feels very positive, very about love. I feel very connected for the first time in my life in a long time. And I'm just so happy to have been here. So if you have watched this entire video, stay tuned, because there's gonna be so much more. I have another video coming where I literally was like, I was feeling like shit. And I called on my Lemurian, light beings. And I was like, please, please help me with this. And they literally took me on a journey. So stay tuned for that video, because that journey that they took me on healed me so much, and it made me feel so good. And just to know that we're really not alone, that we are connected, that there is so much more than meets the eye, right? And that there's so much more besides just, just the religions here that we've been indoctrinated to, just believe. And, nothing bad about that, because I'm a believer, as long as you connect to source, and as long as you have that happiness and that love in your life, then that's all that matters, right? Okay, so, but thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned. All right, thanks for watching.